What's going on YouTube? This is Xavier Professor X. Sorry it's been a while since I've uploaded a video. I've been busy since I know work 2 jobs now, but if you're new to the channel, this is where I review fragrances based on the traffic light scale. Green light means buy it eventually. Yellow light means sample it first or try it out if you want, and red light evidently means avoid the fragrance. So I'm back with another Fast 5 fragrance review, and the first fragrance up to review is that Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Eau de Toilette. This is what I got from Perfume Samples and Decants.com. And unfortunately, guys, I have to give this one the Eau de Toilette version, the red light. The reason why I'm giving this fragrance the red light is because it just basically falls flat in the fragrances that L'Homme Ideal by Guerlain is competing with, like Pure Havane, for instance, and Tonka Imperial. Those fragrances are better than this, and this is just a generic, boring, slightly powdery, slightly sweet, slightly almondy scent that just really is boring and just not really interesting in many ways, if I should say. So a definite must pass for L'Homme Ideal Eau de Toilette. Next fragrance up to review is that Le Parfait by ARMAF. The fragrance that is a cross between Green Irish Tweed and Creed Aventus. You know what, guys? I'm giving this one the green light. And to me, this is what Green Irish Tweed and Trade Nuit by ARMAF was basically lacking in. It just lacked that edge, and that hint of Aventus in this is what makes this fragrance, gives this fragrance a little more character and makes it a little bit more interesting. So definitely try it out. Definitely a must buy by Trade Nuit. I'm sorry, not Trade Nuit. Le Parfait by ARMAF is a must buy. Next fragrance up for review, and all these fragrances are going to be down in the description below. Next fragrance up for review is that Cartier Declaration Eau de Parfum. You know what, guys? I'm giving this one the green light as well, because even though I did think the original Cartier Declaration was a good scent, I never bought it, unfortunately, and I never will, mainly because I felt that the vibe it gave off was a bit dated, especially it being a woody floral musk. But in this scent, in the Eau de Parfum version, there is a little bit of that DNA, but it is a bit spicier and a bit more oriental and just slightly boozier than the original Declaration. And I think that slight booziness is what makes the scent a little more modern and a little bit more enjoyable. And so I'm definitely giving this one the green light. Cartier Declaration by Cartier. Cartier Declaration Parfum by Cartier. Green light. Next fragrance up for review is to that Tragedy of Lord George by PENHALIGON'S. This was a recommendation by Jeremy Fragrance, saying that this is comparable to Jazz Club but better, and I strongly disagree. And to be honest with you, I'm giving this one a red light, and a strong red light. This does not compare to Jazz Club in any shape or form. I was really excited to try this and wear this, especially when I saw the note breakdown on Fragrantica, and when I took this out of the box at the post office and smelled this on my arm, I was like, WTF. This smells nothing like the note breakdown list of. It smells like a very musky barbershop fougere, which smells very old manish, very dated, and just not recommended by any chance. And not to hate on Jeremy Fragrance, but it just kind of makes me wonder what he was talking about in his top niche scents list. But it's whatever, I guess. So red light for Tragedy of Lord George. Next fragrance up for review is to that Mosquito Normal by Moschino. You know what, guys? I'm giving this one the red light as well, because not that this is a terrible or garbage scent, but, well, to be honest, when it opens up, it's a decent, classy barbershop fougere at best, decent at best. But when it dries down, the fragrance falls apart. And I think this is one of the fragrances and cheapies to me, that's overhyped in the fragrance community. If you want a recommendation that's slightly barbershoppy but timeless as well, a fragrance that really doesn't get talked about a lot, actually at all, that I recommend over Mosquito Normal is the original Baldessarini Classic. You get citrus, but you get pine, you get tobacco, you get a little bit of musk as well. This definitely is more alluring and definitely more classy without being old manish, which I think Mosquito Normal can come off as. So in the future, look for a top 10 fragrances that you should not buy in the future on my channel, and I'll definitely recommend this as a replacement. So I definitely recommend Baldessarini Classic as an alternative to Mosquito Normal. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are my 5 fragrances up for review. Let me know in the comments section what you think of these fragrances. Do you like them, love them, hate them? Are you willing to try any of them? Let me know in the comments section, and we'll get a conversation started. So I'm Xavier Professor X signing off, wishing you all to have a great day, be safe, have a fantastic evening, and hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.